up, you guys? I am here today with another video. Actually, this is the same day of my last video, but I wanted to talk to you guys about a situation where karma literally bit me in the butt. Like, it was crazy. Okay, well, you guys can tell me if you guys feel like this is karma or the guy was just an a-hole or whatever. When I first started college, I was in this math class and I ended up like being really cool with this one girl in math class. She was a Hispanic girl. She seemed like kind of chill, whatever, like that. And you know, we would text each other or like hang out at school and stuff. We never hung out outside of school. We were both on two different spectrums when it comes to math. Like, I was very, very good at math, like very, very good, and she was like kind of struggling a little bit, so she would go to tutoring. So she ended up telling me one day that she was really attracted to this guy, like super attracted to this guy. He's always in the tutoring lab area, and she was like, she like really liked him and stuff like that. And I guess they had been texting, and she has been like telling me like stuff about him or whatever. And the things she would tell me about him, it made it seem as if he wasn't interested in her, that he was just interested in like maybe like having a friend or just having somebody to text and talk to like that. But I didn't tell her that. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, you know, I just met her and I didn't want to be that negative person, even though I probably should have just been positive with her. Like, look, it doesn't seem like he likes you like that or whatever like that. Besides me, beyond me. So one day I decided to go to tutoring with her. Not to get tutoring, but there's like this big, it's like a lab, and everybody got the little tables and stuff. You can just study, whatever like that. And if you need help, you'll call a tutor over. So we get in there and we're just like, you know, doing our thing. I'm teaching her some stuff. She's talking to the tutor about some stuff. I'm doing my homework. So I look up and this guy walks in. So freaking handsome. So freaking handsome. Tall. He was Hispanic. He was bomb. When I tell you he was bomb, I was like, oh, he looked good, right? So he sat down or whatever. He didn't sit at our table or whatever. He sat at another table, and like we kept staring at each other, like kept looking at each other. Now, if you guys want to see how I looked when I first started community college, I will definitely post some pictures here of how I used to look. And I used to be bomb. I used to be bad. Like, I used to always have my weave on point. I used to always have bomb outfits on and stuff like that. So I was killing the game. So he kept looking at me and I kept looking at him, and I'm just like, oh, he looked good, right? And I was single, you know, so I could do whatever I want. But I had always told myself that I would never date someone that went to school with me or someone that worked with me. I just always felt that way because I felt like I'm gonna have my bad days, you know what I mean? I'm gonna have days where I'm not bomb, and I don't want them to be like looking at me like, oh my goodness, like my girl look ugly today, or my girl look bad today, whatever. She looks up and she looks at me. She was like, oh my God, there he is right there. That's the guy I was telling you about. And why it had to be the guy I thought was bomb, and why he had to be staring at me and I'm staring at him, right? Oh God. So that was the guy. That was her guy or whatever. That's the guy she'd been texting. That's the guy she liked so much. That's the guy that I thought that probably didn't really like her like that, because it didn't seem like he liked her like that. So, because the thing was, I guess he was like, she was inviting him places, or he was inviting her places, but it wasn't like a date. It was kind of like a hangout type of thing. Like, let's hang out, like we cool peoples type of thing. He started like just looking at me all the time off in there, smiling at me, winking at me, and this and that. A couple days later, we ended up seeing him in the library. She said, oh, what's his name, whatever like that. So we both get up, we go over there to him, and we're just talking and this and that. And I had on like these little shorts, like my butt wasn't hanging out, but remember them high-waisted shorts that was super popular back in the day, with the little fringes, on the end. Fringes, that's what you call them? The little loose little strings at the end. So I had those on with some nice sandals, and back then, you know, I had you know, some stuff going on or whatever. So me and her was just talking to him and this and that. Still, I couldn't stop looking at him, and he, you know, he was paying attention to her, but then like he'll look at me and then he'll just keep talking to her or whatever. So she was like, all right, we're finna leave, whatever. So we start walking away from him, and why did he like graze my leg when I walked by? I'm like, oh God, Why me? Why me? Like, why he had to be the cute guy, right? I can't remember exactly when, but eventually he and I exchanged phone numbers. Okay, look, okay, I know, thinking about it now, it does sound bad. Even back then, it sounded bad, but what had happened was I asked a few people. I asked another girl in my math class, which she is one of the best people I ever met in my life. I asked my cousin, and I was just like, like, I'm interested in him. He's interested in me. Like, yeah, she's attracted to him. Yes, she likes him, but he's not interested in her, because I even asked him, like, like, do you like her because I think she likes you, And he was like, no, I'm not interested in her. I'm not even attracted to her. Like, she's just cool peoples, whatever. So with that being said, we exchanged numbers and stuff. We started talking, texting or whatever, a lot, and on the phone a lot. I put her to the side one day and I said, hey, I like him. He likes me. I think that something can happen here between us. Like, and if you are not okay with me, I don't even know if I gave her the thing, like, if you're not okay with it, I won't do it. I don't know if I gave her that, but I just told her, like, we really like each other. So I just want to know what you think, like, what do you think? Like, she was like, oh, I mean, like, if he likes you and you like him, like, it's okay. Like, I understand, like, you guys can go ahead and do whatever y'all gonna do, whatever. And I was like, okay, but like, I still want to be cool with you. Like, I don't want things to change between us. Like, you cool peoples. Like, she's like, no, everything's okay. Like, yeah, you're good, you're good. I talked to, the other girl in math class, which me and her were on the same level. We were very, very smart in math. So we kind of clicked on that level as well as outside. Me and this girl that we clicked on the math level, we ended up like going out to parties together, going out to clubs together, hanging out, going to her house. Like, I love that girl. Matter of fact, I need to text her. He and I had gotten very close. We would start to study together at school, even though we didn't have the same classes. We would get like a study room. We would study together. And then I invited him to my house because I wanted to teach him how to make soul food, right? So we get to my house. My dad's there. My dad's girlfriend is there. Of course, they live together. And so I introduced him to my dad and this and that. And my dad was okay with him. Like, my dad didn't have any speculations or anything at that point from what I can remember. My dad was okay with him. I taught him how to make fried fish, fried catfish, macaroni and cheese, cabbage, cornbread, and yams. I don't know if you remember how to make all that stuff, but that's the meal that I had made for him. He loved it. He liked it. So after that, we ended up going for a walk. And so we ended up going for a walk to the park down the street. And that's like I believe it's like a mile there and a mile back. So we walked a mile down the street to the park. And we're just walking around the park and stuff like that. So then we ended up sitting down on the grass. And he was like, I really want you to be my girlfriend. And I'm like, are you asking me to be your girlfriend? And he was like, yes, I want you to be my girlfriend. I was like, okay, yes. Like, I was excited because, like, I'm from Compton. I'm letting you know right now, I'm from Compton. And out there, and it's time to date a guy. Another thing, I did date on, like, basically only black men. Yeah, I only dated black men in Compton, in LA area. It takes, dude, basically a guy would not even ask you to be their freaking girlfriend. Like, at least the guys I was messing with, I was probably messing with the wrong ones. They would not even ask you. It's like this thing like, okay, so what we doing? Like, when we gonna be together? But out here, it seems like every guy is like, so you gonna be my girl or what? Like, are we gonna be together or what? Like, that's how it kind of is out here in the Inland Empire. Like, even Samuel, the very first day, our very first date, he was like, can you be my girlfriend? I'm like, no, Samuel, no. But anyway, he asked me to be his girl. I said yes. We made out. Woo! Beautiful, right? Because I think that was our first time ever kissing or whatever. After that, everything was fine. Still talking on the phone, still texting each other, still seeing each other at school. Now, when we get to school one day, I was not looking cute. Like I told you, I don't like to date people I work with or go to school with because I'm looking cute all the time. So this day I was not looking cute. I don't know what it was. Like, it was something with my hair. And you know, if your hair is not right, you don't feel right. Like, I was just not it that day. And I felt it. And I think he felt it too. Like, ugh, she's not looking right today. Which is so immature, right? So we get to this big area at our school. It's like this little lounge area in the new building at our school. And there was this girl there that he knew her. I knew he knew this girl. Now let me tell you, I don't know what ethnicity she was, but she gave me like this Kardashian type of feel. She had this black, really black hair, long, but she was kind of a big girl, but with a shape. And let me tell you, she was cute. Like, I can tell you, she was cute. I would never take any beauty from any woman, or any intelligence, or any personality from any woman. Now, I don't know how her personality was, but I know that she was really pretty or whatever. So, and she was tall. You know, he was a tall guy. She was tall too. She was just pretty. So I knew they knew each other. And like, every time she would see me, she would just roll her eyes at me. She would mad dog me. And I'm guessing it's because he was my boyfriend. I was his girlfriend. And maybe she wanted him, or maybe she had some type of animosity towards the fact that I was with him. I don't know. I did feel intimidated by her. In the sense of that she's bomb. They obviously know each other. They probably text each other. He probably tried, I don't know, maybe he tried to get with her. She wasn't interested at the time, but now, you know, he got me, so now he's kind of interested. I don't know what it is. She will always roll her eyes at me, and I had mentioned to him, like, you know, that girl always rolls her eyes at me. I don't know why. And he was like, oh, I don't know why she rolls her eyes at you either. But like that. But I would catch him, like, going to talk to her, and this and that, like, which I really didn't care about. He would go talk to her, like he was my dude or whatever. We never was physical. A few days later, and let me tell you, this is in the span of like a week. This is not a long, like, months down. No, this is like a span of a week where I cooked for him and he asked me to be his girlfriend, and then probably the next day or the day after, I was not looking cute, which is bad, especially after you just got this girl. And him looking at that girl and talking to that girl had been going on since I known him. One day we're in the study room at the library, because they have like little rooms to study in, and we're in the study room, and he was acting weird. And I'm thinking, like, why is he acting so weird, right? So he sits me down and he's like, I want to ask you a few questions about you. And I'm like, okay. And he says, have you ever cheated before? Like, ever? And I said, yeah, I cheated once when I was maybe 19. And at this time, I was like, oh, I gotta say my age. I have to say my age. You guys are finally gonna know my age. So at this time, I was about 25, 26 years old. So I told him when I was 19, I had cheated before. I said, yes, I had cheated when I was 19, and I had never cheated since then. I've had, like, you know, other boyfriends since then. And he said, you know what? I don't think I could be with a cheater. And I'm like, what? Like, everything was okay. Everything was okay with us. So why all of a sudden you can't? I said, but wait. I said, wait. Like, I was taken aback. Okay, I was like, wait. I was 19. I did it once, and that was that. Like, I never cheated again. I would never cheat again. He said, I don't know, I just feel some kind of way. I just feel like, you know, I can't be with a cheater. It's just not gonna work. Like, I can't do it, this and that. And I'm like, are you serious? Are you really about to break up with me because I cheated on a guy 1,000 years ago? Once? Are you kidding me? He was like, yeah, I just can't do it. I just can't be with you, this and that. Whew. My little heart dropped. My little stomach dropped. I felt so freaking stupid. I felt so freaking stupid. So he grabbed his stuff and he left, right? I just can't believe it. So I hit up one of my other friends who was in another class that I had at the time. And mind you, this is all in the first semester My first semester ever in school. My first semester ever in college. And so I hit up this lady. She's a grown woman. She was a Jehovah's Witness. And I talked to her about the situation. And she said that she feels that he was just looking for a reason to break up with me. Because I had told her that he had been starting to act weird. Especially that day. He was acting real weird that day. So, and mind you, nobody at that school knew me. Nobody at that school knew me because I had just came back from LA. Now, I had been in LA for years, 4 years, before I had came back to be in school. And nobody knew me there, so he didn't know nothing about me. He didn't know nobody. I didn't hang around with the Hispanic community at that time. So, it's like, nobody freaking knows me. After that, the very next day, I go up to do like the little study, to go to the study room. Guess who he's studying with? The Kim Kardashian girl. They're in that little study room together studying. Woo! You guys have no idea how that hurt me. That hurt my little soul, my little, everything was hurt. I was like, I cannot believe he did this to me. That's the story. Karma bit me in the butt. I should have never started messing with him because obviously he wasn't a good guy if he was texting this girl and, you know, having her low-key think that he liked her, but then he started looking at me and then he's entertaining the, you know, the thick girl or whatever like that. So, whew. But since then, I have seen him again. He has tried to get with me again since then. And it really didn't work. We just went out to like a cosplay party or cosplay club thingy, and then that was that. Since then, I have not seen. Oh, I did see him again. I seen him at the gym one day, and it was crazy to see him at the gym because I was all the way in Riverside. He stays all the way in Paris. But yeah, that's the story, you guys. Let me know what you think about this story in the comment section. Has anything happened like this to you guys? Was that really karma? Or did he really was not interested in her? Or was he trying to find a reason not to be with me because I was ugly that one day? Like, let me know. Let me know in the comment section. But I will see you guys on the next video. Deuces.